But there is this bookmark he had in his Bible that read, "To marry for money is to sell your liberty." I didn't even understand what liberty is. So I told them, instead of going to USIU or going to UN, if you raise that the first year money, that's enough to set, and then, because here I can't work to offset my school fee. But if I go to the US, that's how I sold it to them. If I go to the US or I go to Canada, I can work, and that will be it. And I can also send money to Bridge for you when you're a bit. So they got on board my project. And so we started.
Before, let's come back to this internship. This is the first time you are working.
So that's the first time. Yes, I'm working.
And what
internship
is it not being paid?
No. It used to be given a stipend, maybe 6K or something. So
what's that like? What does that show you? What do you see?
And that internship, because you're supposed to get yourself internship. The connected classmates are the ones who pulled me. Because now I would socialize quite well.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're the ones who actually are like, come, we can get you internship here. So we were like maybe 3 of us or 4 of us in the farm interning. So we would, it was mostly support. We'd go for support, blowers, walking around with blowers.
Cleaning.
To clean. And looking at maybe what's the storage like of what has been sold. Even selling diskettes was part of it, as in the right size.
So this is 101. If somebody has a problem with your computer, they bring it to you guys.
Correct.
You guys now fix it. And maybe fixing it is, it was dirty on this cathedral.
Correct. It was dirty, or there's something very basic that needs to be done.
Okay.
Or setting, and also opening email accounts for people. That was a thing.
Opening email accounts for people.
That was a thing. Yeah.
I love the beginning story of this. So you're there just 2-3 months?
Yes, it was 2 months. 2 or 3 months. No, it was 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2 months. Yeah.
And you need that internship in order for you to graduate?
Yes.
So do you graduate?
Yes, so I finished.
Okay.
And when I finish now, when you're thinking about what next, when I realize I'm finishing, and now, of course, I'm not going to stay in the hostel.
Yes.
And my parents will not send me continue. They will not afford. Of course, what I'm required in the interim as I go to uni, I'm required to go back to SheGoesTech. Because what are you doing in Nairobi? I looked at that math. I told them, Billas, there's no way. I'm not coming. As in, I have gone computer science. I have tested what, and then my friend, we went to Mombasa for the first time. I'd never seen the beach. As in, then you're telling me I come back to Meko village to cook with firewood, to go and fetch what? There is no way. There is no way. So then, another friend, another lady who she was from, I think, Umoja, who knew a bit more of the Nairobi landscape and everything, she told me, Kendi, because we are going, because I told her my predicament. I told her, imagine I don't know where I'm going, but I'm not going to Chuka, I'm not going to the village, and I'm not going to look for a man, because I don't believe in looking for a man to keep me. But
you had seen that?
Oh yeah. There's no way. I should tell you, in the Bible, when one of the days when I was leaving, there's and I don't even know if my dad knows this, but there's this bookmark he had in his Bible that read, "To marry for money is to sell your liberty." I didn't even understand what liberty is. I used the encyclopedia. What was the
dictionary?
I used the dictionary to understand. Then it shows, of course, freedom, those things. So I understood, so if I go for money, I'm selling my freedom. So that was encouraging me. So I knew. No, first, there's that, but also, I'm telling my parents I'm in whose boy's house or whatever. There's no way. So then, I had met a friend of mine earlier in Poly who lived in Ngumo, in one of the SQs in Ngumo.
Yep.
So I knew there's a place that is Ngumo that is not far from community, that is Ngumo, and there are SQs there. So now this other lady, I forget her name, the one who's from Umoja.
Yes.
She told me, by the way, you know, you can have gigs in this Nairobi. I'm like, what kind of gigs? Then she told me, usually over the weekend, I go to do, I don't know what that was. Is exclamation marketing that old? I don't know. One of the marketing companies, they were in industrial area. They used to get promoters, the street promoters, you know, the ladies or the young people who go with flyers. So she told me, if that job, you're paid 500 per day. Me, I did my math. I'm like, you mean if I work for 7 days, I have like 3,500? So then when I called my mother, I told her, I told her the reason. I didn't tell her what I was going to do, because there's no way she was going to imagine that her child is on the streets.
Selling, giving out flyers.
Giving out flyers.
Yes.
So I told her the vision of, don't worry, ma'am. You see, the same way I got attachment. I'm going to stay in this Nairobi. Let me try it for 3 months. And so, because we were finishing in November. So I told her, I'm going to try it for December, January, and February. All I need is for you to support me those 3 months. Whatever you can. I found a house that's going for 4,000. I went and negotiated. It was going for 5,000. But then I talked to the owner. I convinced him how I am a responsible lady, how he should just reduce for me to give me. Thank you, Caleb, for doing that. Caleb Atemi. How he should just reduce 500 for me, and I will pay him in advance. If he does for me 4,500, I'll pay him in advance for
3,500 from 4,000.
No, it was 5,000.
Oh,
so
it was 5,000.
So to 4,500. So I told him, if you do that, I will pay you 3 months in advance. I'll pay you for December. I will pay you for January, and by February, I will have gotten a job. So my mother told me, okay, I can get for you 18,000. And so 18,000, she came. She gave me 18,000, or did I go? I can't remember. Yeah. I got 18,000 shillings. I got a mattress. I paid Caleb 13,000, I think 500. And then I told myself, now you look for food. You have shelter and a place to sleep and a stove, I believe. But yeah, now you look for a job, and you have jobs, you can make 500 every whatever. So that's how. So I would go.
Right? Let's take a break. My God, this story is too rich. I know, we're all enjoying it, but let me take a break so that she can keep up high energy. Loving this story. Imagine, you can't just be watching this story on your own. Share this video, share this whole series. We'll be back to continue the story.